Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
We are almost to the end of May, as May ends next week on Saturday. And we are noting that as we've moved into May, we've seen more of these 50-degree days stack up. But overall, we've been hovering within the 50s. We still haven't received our first 60-degree day yet, which typically occurs towards the early to middle portion of May. But we are noting that here as we head into Memorial Day weekend, we have some chances to reach for the 60s, as hitting the 60s is seasonable for this time of the year. Now we're forecasted for Saturday, morning low 45 and a high 60 degrees. So right on par for where we should be this time of the year, making for a very pleasant weekend. And with the seasonable sunshine, we are going to see that at pockets throughout the weekend. What we are noting is that there will be some times of some cloudier skies, and some of that could be fed off of what is some thunderstorm development, especially noting that we will see that thunderstorm development near the Copper River Basin over higher elevation points, moving over areas like the basin area of the Copper River, and also noting moving over portions of the valley, especially the Susitna Valley. So monitoring some thunderstorms. If you are traveling this weekend, may see some of those pop up, and these storms are typical to pop up and then be very slow moving, and they can be efficient to bring some heavy downpours. Now we will see this continued energy even take us through the end of May, so a weather pattern we will continue to monitor. Now for our Dewey's Marine forecast, we are talking some quiet weather all the way through our Gulf coastal communities, noting that sunshine will be in the mix. Overall, not seeing too strong of winds as well, light and variable, settled seas, so making for some gorgeous conditions for the holiday weekend ahead. Now we are noting here that we have a few passing showers that are popping up there on the Anchorage forecast, and that's due to watching this environment that has energy in it. We're noting that it is fairly warm, and we are noting that there is some of this moisture in the upper atmosphere. And again, you see some of these spots developing over some of those higher elevation areas. Copper River Basin is around the surrounding mountains. They're really that zone, and then we see some of that move over then our lower elevation points. So we'll continue to keep an eye on some of these fields of moisture that will last through the weekend, keeping us active with some of these spotty areas of some showers and some rumbles of thunder. Overall, when we look at the accumulation, not big on what the numbers look like, but more seeing where we do have some of those numbers around, noting that those are regions that could experience some chances for those showers and thunderstorms. Again, where some of those thunderstorms develop right off those higher elevation areas, there can be some of those efficient downpours. Now, sunshine though will still be in the mix, as that sunshine is what's going to warm that environment and create that instability. 18 hours and 14 minutes for Saturday, where we will note much of the valley and the local Anchorage Bowl will be making that step into the 60s, and we'll continue to see that seasonable sunshine and some of those active weather conditions will be holding us through the holiday weekend and could extend us through much of next week.